From not caring about their age because, well, love is love, to saying that they can grow old together. Here's what Bon Jovi had to say about his son's engagement to Millie Bobby Brown. If you're anything like me, you've probably been hitting that refresh button ever since the news of Jake Bon Jovi and Millie Bobby Brown hit the stands. They are engaged. And let me just say this, the two look like absolute lovebirds. Oh, and guess what? Jon Bon Jovi thinks the same. The engagement announcement took everyone by surprise, and that much makes sense. After all, the two of them are not very old. Millie Bobby Brown is 19 years young, and as for her beau, he's 20. While the age difference between them might not be anything, they're still significantly younger than most of the engaged couples in Hollywood right now. However, Bon Jovi thinks that when it's time, it's time. His opinion on this whole thing makes a lot of sense, considering the fact that he met his wife very young. That's right, they were high school sweethearts. How awesome is that? Here's what the singer had to say exactly. I don't know if age matters, if you find the right partner and grow together.
When your almost 21-year-old says, I'm getting engaged, do you worry for them that they're too young? Or because you were so young when you were with Dorothea, you weren't engaged that young, but do you worry as a dad about how old or how young they are?
I don't know if age matters. You know, if you find the right partner and you grow together, I think that would be my advice. Really, is growing together is wise.
Right.
Growing together, and so I think that all of my kids have found the people that they think they can grow together with, and we like them all.
So I'm guessing he's given the wedding a green light. Well, I don't know about you, but I am really looking forward to some Millie and Bon Jovi bonding moments. It's really cool that he sees the couple growing together. That's definitely something you don't find easily. Oh, and the legend also had some advice for pretty much everyone out there. He thinks you should always look for someone you can grow with, kinda like Millie Bobby Brown, because she's so young. Sorry. But sounds like a wise man, doesn't he? Well, he obviously knows what he's talking about. After all, he and his wife have been married for almost 34 years now. So that's probably why he's got such a calming attitude towards love. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. You can let little things like age ruin it, as long as you're keeping it legal and consensual, right? Bon Jovi was also proud to share that 3 out of his 4 children had found life partners.
Congratulations, by the way, on the big engagement news.
The latest one.
Yes,
I got 3 of my 4.
3 of your 4 engaged.
During the singer's appearance on Andy Cohen Live, he was asked if he worried about his son rushing to the altar. And from his response, one thing is for sure, that is the least of his worries. Having Bon Jovi as a dad sounds super chill, right? And let me make things even better. He has full confidence in his children's choices. In his own words, I think all of my kids have found people they think they can grow together with. The cherry on top came when he wrapped up his remarks by saying, "We like them all."
And so I think that all of my kids have found the people that they think they can grow together with, and we like them all.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
It's clear that Millie is welcome to the Bon Jovi fam. Of course, during the interview, the singer didn't forget to talk about his future daughter-in-law. And as you'd expect, it's all green flags for him. He commented that the young actor was a wonderful girl. Now, that's an opinion we can all get behind. Oh, and being the true gentleman that he is, he didn't forget to mention her family as well. I'm guessing that the couple's families have been hanging out a lot because Bon Jovi thinks that Millie's folks are just great. But hey, nothing matters to him more than his son's happiness. And it's very clear that the young Jake Bon Jovi is ecstatic. His father shared that he's very happy. But there's one really important question that I bet you're itching to know the answer to. What does Bon Jovi think of Stranger Things? Millie's claim to fame. Of course, we're talking about Bon Jovi Sr. here, because his son is definitely going to have a biased opinion. Well, it's good news, folks. He loves it. When asked if he had seen the show, he replied with a might, "Of course."
Do you watch Stranger Things?
I've seen it, of course. Millie's wonderful. Her whole family are great.
Yeah.
Really, really great. Jake is very, very happy.
I guess he just couldn't disappoint his son or even Millie for that matter. Now that sounds like a perfect union to me. Obviously, we just cannot wait for the wedding. Who knows, maybe the iconic singer might greet the guests with a performance. The two lovebirds made their engagement public last month, and it's clear that they can't get enough of each other. It might be a bit surprising to know that the two have been going out for a little over a year. Fans first started speculating that there was something going on when the two became BFFs. Now, that's pretty much code for, yes, I'm into this person these days. And that's exactly what happened in this case. Jake first posted a picture of the two making faces into the camera back in June 2021, and then they were spotted holding hands a few days later. Now, that obviously led to the entire internet wondering about their relationship status. And they put everyone's minds at ease in November of that year by posting cute photos of themselves. The blurry Instagram post captured them on the London Eye, with Jake giving his beau a peck on the cheek. Isn't that adorable? That sounds like something out of a Wattpad book. Well, the good ones, obviously. And, well, since then, the two have been inseparable. Jake has been hanging out with Miley's Stranger Things cast, and the two even spent the holidays together. Not just that, but the couple also dressed up as Barbie and Ken to celebrate the actor's 18th birthday. How cool is that? Now they've solidified their position as Hollywood's it couple, and we all just can't have enough. It's clear that Millie fits perfectly well into her future husband's family. That really shouldn't come as a shock to anyone. After all, she is one of the biggest actors in Hollywood right now, so it's sort of fitting that she'd be marrying into a family of legends. The Bon Jovis absolutely love how down-to-earth the new addition to their family is. When she decided to continue her education, Jake's family was more than happy to stand by her. After all, they really encourage their kids to stay grounded. Millie has remained true to herself and hasn't let the fame get to her head. Now, fans might be obsessing over the couple, but it's the same for other Hollywood stars too. They just can't get enough of how adorable the two are. Mariah Carey even asked the two to recreate a scene from her Honey music video, which was celebrating its 25 years. The two starred as agents who had kidnapped the superstar, and honestly, it just made us fall in love with them more. I guess I really don't need to mention the fact that some people think the two won't be able to last. I'm afraid young engagements don't exactly have a good track record in Hollywood. No one wants that to happen to these two, at least not the way it ended for Pete Davidson and Ariana Grande. The comedian and the singer got engaged back in 2018, and it's clear that they were very young, 24 and 25 to be exact. Their romance ended up fizzling out, and the two ended up calling it quits only a few months later. Another young couple that left us traumatized was Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. Even though the two have been separated for a while, the drama is still there. Miley Cyrus was only 19 years old at the time of her first engagement with the actor. And as for Liam, he was 22. They called things off in 2013, but later got together and even got married. But you all know how that ended. And in case you haven't, how about you ask Alexa to play Miley's new track, Flowers? Because quite a lot went down there. Hopefully Millie and Jake are going to stay away from the drama. The two definitely know how to value their relationships. And let's pray that Bon Jovi taught his son a thing or two about love. After all, the music icon has been married to the love of his life for a very long time. His parents' relationship would be the perfect example for him to follow. And let's not forget, Bon Jovi approves of Millie, and he thinks that she's right for his son. So maybe their love story will have a happy ending after all. All that we can wait for now is an update on their wedding day. With that being said, it's a wrap on what Bon Jovi had to say about becoming Millie Bobby Brown's father-in-law.